Disastrous economic news for Donald Trump. Last month, October, the month that just ended a week ago, we saw the worst layoff numbers in 22 years. Not since 2003 have companies cut as many jobs as they did last month. Employers cut about 153,000 jobs last month. You might say, well, maybe it's a seasonality thing. That's why we compare to October of the previous year. October of 24, there were 55,000 layoffs. October of 25, 153,000 layoffs, the most in 22 years. Here is a report from CNBC about this news.
This is about the health of the job market. Steve Leisman joins us with the latest numbers from Challenger on job cuts. What's going on?
Yeah, well, this is like a clue from like a cough or a sneeze or whatever. But announced corporate job cuts, Andrew, in the U.S. surging past 1 million so far this year, with 153,000 new layoffs announced just in October, according to Challenger. That is the worst October since 2003. Here are the numbers. October up 153. That compares with September. That's 100,000 more than September and 100,000 more than this time last year in October 2024. Andy Challenger commenting, some industries are correcting after the hiring boom of the pandemic, but this comes as AI adoption, softening consumer and corporate spending, and rising costs drive belt tightening and hiring freezes. Announced layoffs don't always lead to actual cuts and could take place from attrition, but the report puts in perspective what we've been reporting here day after day, week after week. Series of marquee announcements unveiled in recent weeks across U.S. industries, including UPS, Amazon, Target, among others, Paramount, Rivian, all these companies there. Government has been responsible year to date for 308,000. But look at that, tech 141. That could be where you see a lot of the AI, maybe some in warehousing, but a big chunk of that's going to be UPS, as well as potentially some hit from reduced flows of trade.
Doesn't that sound so good? We're finally winning again. Here's a similar report from CNN.
The jobs report new this morning. A brand new report is out. It just came out moments ago, and it shows layoff announcements hit their highest level for October in over 20 years. This will not surprise you because a key factor is AI. CNN's Matt Egan is here with me now for more on this. Look, these reports are becoming more important because there are no government reports coming out because of the shutdown. What is this one telling you? This one seems like a big deal.
Yeah, Sarah, look, it's painting the picture of a job market that is really hurting. U.S.-based employers announced 153,000.
All right, you get the picture. I don't have to play the entire thing, but let's contrast this with what Howard Lutnick, the Secretary of Commerce, told us last night, which is everything is so good, you can't even believe it.
The economy is on fire because of Donald Trump's economy is one that says tariffs, come on, build in America. You know, the president's been saying north of $15 trillion coming to build in America.
Right.
That's going to grow our economy more than 4%. It could grow our economy more than 5%. I mean, these are numbers no one's ever thought are possible for America, and it's driven by Donald Trump's trade and tariff agenda.
Yeah. That is acutely delusional. That's almost 72-hour psych hold delusional. Now, I think we want to be complete in our report. Not all of this is U.S. specific, and not all of this is Donald Trump. I mean, they touched on a couple of things there. There was a pandemic hiring boom. Some companies overhired. That's absolutely the case. Some of them are paring down. So that's part of it. Some of this is AI adoption. There are companies saying we are not needing as many employees because of how we are leveraging AI technologies, and that is part of it. But we also have blanket tariffs from Trump, which are optional, which are raising prices on completed products and crushing businesses. The uncertainty of Donald Trump's on-again, off-again economic policy, including tariffs and other things, that makes a lot of businesses say, let's wait rather than invest. Let's wait rather than hire. Trump's general shakiness with international treaties and agreements. Are they on or are they off? That makes businesses say he might reverse whatever framework we think we have to do business. Let's wait. Let's not hire. Let's lay off. Let's be quieter in our actions and movements of capital. And meanwhile, as is almost always the case with these people, Trump is building a $300 million ballroom at the White House. The White House bathroom, I guess the Lincoln bedroom bathroom is getting remodeled to Donald Trump's gaudy standards. Yet another reminder that money cannot buy class. And so he's not affected by it. Lutnick, with his, I think, hundreds of millions, isn't affected by it. They're all fine. So they're glad to see the shutdown continue to the extent that they believe that it is politically useful. It's unclear to what degree it is. Now, in the midst of this, we are doing what we can. We're working on hunger. We've decided it's getting into the holiday season. It's November, Thanksgiving meals, etc. We are in the middle of a month-long fundraiser donating to Feeding America. Feeding America is a hyper-efficient hunger organization that supports local food banks. Every dollar Feeding America gets, 98 cents go out to actually feeding families. And here's what we're doing, and I'm going to give you the update as to how much we've raised. For November, every new membership at joinpakman.com or gift membership at joinpakman.com, that entire first payment, we are donating to Feeding America. You sign up for a month, your monthly payment, your first monthly payment goes to Feeding America. You sign up for a year, that first payment goes to Feeding America. Same applies to Substack premium subscriptions. Okay. We so far, with 202 new memberships, have raised $8,297 for Feeding America. That funds 82,000 meals. You all have funded 82,000 meals. There is more work to do. I hope you'll consider jumping on. And if you already have a membership, you can do it as a gift where you check that this is a gift box when you sign up. And then not only will we give the membership to one of the 4,000 people on our membership waiting list, the money still goes to Feeding America. So $8,200, 82,000 meals so far. Every dollar funds 10 meals because of how efficient Feeding America is. That's where we are. We're going to take a quick break. Afterwards, some terrifying video that I will play for you. I've been using Graza olive oil for years, and I am super excited that Graza is now a sponsor of the show. Graza olive oil is always fresh. It's never blended. They use one olive from one region in Spain, no mysterious blends. It's a traceable and fresher product. And the packaging is super practical. None of these messy, drippy spouts. Graza oils come in easy to use squeeze and spray bottles. They've got 3 types, super simple. Frizzle for high smoke point cooking, sizzle for everyday cooking, and drizzle, which is more for garnishes and dressings. I've been using Graza oil in my house for years. I love everything about it. Supercharge your food with Graza olive oil. Visit graza.co/DavidP and promo code DavidP today for 10% off your first order. The link is in the description.